How's it going? Today we're jumping into Valheim, and this is a game I played quite a bit in the past off camera. Got just over 500 hours into it, but I haven't played it in a very long time. The last release was I think Mistlands that I played, so a lot has changed. New updates, new resources, new things for building, new lands to explore. Instead of doing it off camera, I figured I'd go ahead, start a second series on the channel, and bring it along with me. So let's jump in and see how the game is. Let's get our character set up. I always go with no hair. Always wear a helmet anyway, so not really a point in having any. And then for beard, I usually go with Royal 1. It's kind of like your standard issue Viking beard. Hair tone all the way up, and then blondness down around the O. Kind of gives you like that dark brown look there. Character's done. Super, super simple. Now, if you're wanting to join along and play on the same map that I am, put in this seed right here. It'll generate the same game map that I'll be playing on. And then one thing that's changed I'm not used to is world modifiers. It kind of came in right around the time that I stopped playing last. And what you can do is kind of edit all your stuff, right? How the game loads and how your world is. Everything from no build cost for your buildings. You've got passive enemies. You got different settings for your portals, your raids, resources, your death penalty. It's a very unforgiving game. However, we are leaving all this default. Kind of want to have the default experience, and right now we're not playing with any mods. It'll all kind of just be vanilla for the moment. That might change in the future, but for starting off, let's kind of leave it like it is. And that's it. Let's jump in. Dude, I totally forgot about the bird when we start off. It's kind of a terrifying thing. You start a game, there's a massive bird carrying you by his talons in a massive rainstorm and lightning and thunder. It's not safe, dude. Now we're looking for two things while we're getting dropped off in our starting zone, even though it's hard to see with the fog. One is for water, and two is for the Black Forest. The water is because we want to build our base by the ocean. Not by a lake, not by a river, but by the actual ocean. Half of this game is exploring on land. The other half is exploring in the water on a boat. So building by the water kind of helps out. And then the Black Forest is the second area that we have to go to after we beat the first boss. So having it near our starting zone kind of works out. Didn't see it, but here's our starting place right here. Drop us off. The rain should stop right after we land. We've arrived. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. So, this is the starting place. The cool part is, if you die and you don't have a bed out yet to respawn, you always start back right here. So you at least know how to get back to your base. Now, it might be far away. The map is massive, dude. So that's us, right? That was our flight path in. Oh, there's water. We couldn't see it because of the storm. Cool, just double back, and that'll be a good place, probably right here, for doing our first base build. Anyways, the map. Massive. That is the whole world. So it kind of goes from the center out as far as your biomes go. The meadows, which is kind of like the safe place, is in the middle. And then you kind of sprawl out to the Black Forest. Then you got swamps. Then you've got the plains. You got the snow mountains, things like that. So it's big, man. Massive, massive world. So all of our bosses, how many is there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. There's supposed to be 8. One of the biomes isn't open yet. They're still working on it. It'll be the final one. So there will be 8 of the bosses. I haven't fought all of them. So it should be interesting. This right here will lead us to the first boss, right? First one is a deer. Zoom back in. And the place to spawn them at is right here. So all the bosses are open world. Kind of cool. Kind of terrifying if you build around it. Just saying. Don't build by the boss spawners. But they are all done in the open world. So it's kind of neat, man. Kind of neat. Let's grab some of the resources. Now, this game, if you didn't know, it's kind of like survival, crafting, building, exploring type game. And the progression system is as you unlock, or as you pick up new resources, right? Ones you haven't seen before, it'll unlock new recipes that those are used in. So it's kind of cool, man. We're heading kind of that direction. Let's grab a stone. We'll start making our way out to the water, find a nice place to build at, and try to get our first base set up. The goal for today, we have 2 goals, man. 1, don't die to a tree. The trees are not safe, man. When you start harvesting wood, it gets very, very dangerous. And then number 2 is to get our base built with a bed so we can actually sleep through the night. Can't really hunt the deers yet. It's a good one. Has a 1 star. So all the creatures, too, have different levels. You got a deer, but then you got a deer with a 1 star, 2 star, stuff like that. The higher level on the creatures like deer, the more resources you get. Higher level on the things to fight, the harder they are. So it's all part of the progression, you know? Very, very cool game, especially for building. It's kind of like my favorite part. Grab some berries here real quick. Guy does get hungry very, very fast. Now for the foods, We got 3 different types of food we can eat at one time, right? Let's get our berries sorted out, and I'll show you. So we eat one. You got 3 little slots down here. Now, all the foods are kind of different, right? Some have higher health. Some have higher stamina. Some have it 50-50. And the higher tier foods give you, of course, more of each one of those. I like kind of balancing my stuff to where I have higher stamina than health. But everybody has their own play style. Because if you don't have enough stamina, 1, you can't fight, and 2, you can't run when you need to. So health doesn't mean too much if you need to get away. So all depends, man. All depends on how your play style is. Try to grab some more of the free wood on the ground. Actually, punches too. Want to get one of the axes made, and then one of the clubs. I hear the... Yep, the greylings, man. Guys are not safe. They don't like fire. Smack them a couple times. Everything you do in the game gives you some skill points. As far as using a club, using the axe, running, jumping, things like that. Whenever you die, you lose a portion of those skills. And you also lose your stuff. It'll kind of land in a grave. Now, the grave, it's always there, right? You can always go back to get your stuff. Doesn't expire. The thing is, can you make it back to where your grave is? That is not always a yes. Make sure we're still going the proper direction. Now, we should be able to find some of the mushrooms. Seems how we're somewhat in the woods here. If we make anything. Let's make the axe first. We can use it as a weapon. And then for the club, we just need 5 more on the wood. Change this around. We don't need that anymore at the moment. There we go, man. There we go. As your skills get higher, it kind of helps out with your damage for weapons, helps out with your stamina, things like that. So everything you do, like I said, including jumping, swimming, all that will actually make you a better character later on. That's why it sucks so bad whenever you die, man. Not because you lose your stuff. Most of the time it's because your skill points are gone. I mean, you can always earn them back, but it takes so long, man. Oh, it takes so long. And there is water. Oh, fantastic, dude. So, with this game, one of the awesome things is how the water works. So, you got storms come through. Windstorms, lightning, kind of like how whenever we rolled in. But the water is super calm right now. There will be massive waves that come through the storms. And if you build too close to the water line, it'll actually flood your base. So we want to be built back just a little bit. And not right on it at the moment. After we beat the first boss, we actually get stuff for a pick. And then we can start manipulating the terrain some. Get rid of the rocks. You can make your terrain go higher, make it go lower, things like that. And some of the structures in the world, like this, you can actually repair and then live in. Now what we're looking for in here at the moment, though, is 2 things. 1, a chest. There isn't one. And 2, a beehive. Beehives, to me, are super, super rare, man. Always have a problem finding them. Some people find them all over the place. So anytime that we find a beehive, we need to remember where it's at, mark it on the map, and come back and get the bee from it later on. So I think what we'll do, let's swim across. On that small piece of land, we'll go ahead and build our first base. Now, we got to watch out, make sure we get stamina. Swimming is definitely a dangerous thing, and there is the Black Forest there, so we're not too far from that. Oh, fantastic, dude. Let's build down on this side, though. That way the dwarves don't come for us. They're definitely deadly right now. They're kind of like the greylings, but an upgraded version, man. Definitely not safe. There's a lot of these too around. They're like little rune stones. You can read them. It'll translate it for you and tell you things about the world, you know. Kind of seen them all myself in the past. Leave it there for a second in case you want to read it. But it gives you tips about the world. Kind of neat. Kind of a pain whenever there's one around right where you want to build your base, because that's the one thing in the world you can't actually get rid of. They're kind of stuck there. We are in a very bad spot. We need to get out of the water. There we go. I don't want to drown. I don't want to have my first death to a tree. It usually is, and it'll probably be again. But I prefer not to drown either. Kill this guy, we'll get some meats. And then we'll get a little bit of hide as well for building. Nice, man. Nice. Actually, do you want to build over there? Well, there's a shack over there. I always build my own first base. Let's, for simplicity, we got our stamina. Let's swim across. Maybe we'll go ahead and repair that. Get a bed in there and a storage and kind of call that home just for now. Then we can gather stuff. Oh, we might die. We might die. At a stamina, our health's going to go down very, very fast. We're fine, dude. Oh, we're fine, man. We're fine. But that way, we got a place to respawn. until we can get our normal base set up proper. Now, there are boats in this game, of course, right? Like I said, half of it is exploring on the water. There's, I think, 3, unless they added in a 4th one. I mean, the first one really is not considered a boat. It's a raft. They call it a raft. I call it 2 trees with a piece of cloth for a sail. Does not hardly move, man. We'll try to get some of those built here soon, too. Yep. Get some food. We'll definitely cook up the boar meats. Kill this last one, too. I don't want to get ambushed by them. Yep. Definitely not safe. There we go. Now, you can tame those guys. There is taming in the game. And I never really messed with it. I always kind of just hunted for the food whenever I need it. But we might actually try it to see what it's all about, you know? It's kind of a new thing for me. Like I said, 500 hours in the game. And there's so much stuff I haven't done before. I'd like to kind of check out. Get this log for a little bit of wood. Way we can build a bed. Now, all building and stuff like that requires a crafting station. So we got to have one of those out. I think it's like 10 wood for one. We still need to make our hammer. There we go. Like I said, as you get new stuff unlocked, it unlocks more things for you to build. So, are we somewhat safe in here? Safe-ish. Never safe. Got a storage already. So that we sell to a trader whenever we find one. And then we got some flint head arrows. Very, very nice, man. Good find. And then let's go ahead and get a crafting station set out. I hear you. So in here, we got a lot of stuff. I see you, man. I see it. Look, dude, look. I'm trying to get my bed set up, okay? It's almost nighttime. It's not safe to be up at night. So in the crafting here, a lot of stuff. So one of the things is your wood stacks and your stone. There's some other ones later on that will get unlocked. But instead of cluttering up all of your storage with storing your wood and stuff, once you get a full stack of 50, you can kind of do this and set it outside. Now, whenever you want to use it, you go up to it, destroy it, gives you all that wood back, and it's kind of nice, man. Good, kind of like a good way to store all of your excess resources that you can, instead of having a ton of storage. Storage is going to be a huge issue later on. There's so much stuff to hoard, man. It's not a good thing. So there is the workbench. Let's set it for right now, right here. It will be inside once we get it kind of fixed up. I'll tell you what, let's just build it inside for the moment. It has to be covered to be able to use it properly. We'll put it right there. So, we got a neighbor. Back up, buddy. Back up, man. I don't have my bed out, please. I'm destroying my wood. We got new build parts unlocking too because of the workbench. Let's close the door. So, to claim this as our own, all we have to do is... gotta do some building. See, that's a problem. Let's move it to the other side. It has to be covered to be able to repair your stuff. Now, in this game, all repairs are free for your gear. Too exposed. We can do some building. Let's go ahead and repair this real quick. I want up top. Can't get up there. We're out of stamina. So let's go to the hammer itself. I forget how to repair. Not like that. We broke it. There we go. Repair all of our stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and fix the roof itself. Yep, need stamina. And that'll allow us to use the crafting station for repairing our tools. Before they break, preferably. Almost. We need some more food, man, besides the berries. So let's build a roof cap. Now for the roofs, you got different sizes, right? You've got a straight 45 degree, or you've got, where's the other one? Right there, 26. We do this. We got one more right there. Let's repair all this real quick. Make sure they're all good. Now for building, there is a structural integrity. As you can see, there's different colors. So blue means it's kind of connected to the ground, fully safe. And as you kind of sprout out from that, they go to green, they go to orange, they go to red. And you definitely got to have stuff kind of supported to be able to build up so far. So it's kind of cool, man. It's frustrating, but it's very, very cool mechanics for the building system in this game. I think we're kind of all repaired, right? Outside, we got some on the inside. Let's fix this. Oh, we're out of wood. Let's grab some wood real quick. I don't want to take out the tree and have it fall on our base. It's only a temporary base, but at the moment, it's all that we have. We need to get, is it 10 wood, I think? We're putting down a bed. Double check real quick and see. 8 wood, not too bad. How much? Well, not that. Well, while we're here, save. It's always a good thing. We got 9, so we got enough for that. And I want a little bit more for repairing that one part of the roof. I hear you. I just don't care. I mean, I kind of do. Kind of do. I don't want to build. Let's, can I not? Wait. Why can I not repair it? I'm stuck. It's not letting me repair the floors. That's kind of weird. Can't repair anything. What is going on? Wonder why it's not allowing me to... We can just build another one if we have to. Not a big deal. Anyways, for our bed, we'll just set it probably just right here. Yeah, for the bed to work properly, of course, we got to have it totally closed in. I think it's a 45 on the angle. And then we also got to have a campfire outside. So we'll just set this right here. And then along with that, we can place down one of these once we get some more wood. And we can kind of cook up some meat. Grab a little bit more wood. We'll try to chop down this one right here. Hopefully it falls away from our base. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, and not on us. Kind of a cool location, though. I have to look out across the water to see if there's any mountains. If there's snow around, we're kind of set for the next biome after the Black Forest. Oh, watch out. Easy. Don't land in the water, please. It's one of the Greylings. Yep. What'd you die from? Are there bees over here? Oh, please tell me there's a beehive on that. Oh, there is. Oh, fantastic, man. All right, so we need a bow and arrow. And then we can actually break that and have a beehive at our base. You can use it as some food. We'll need it for cooking later on. And we'll need it for some medic stuff, too. So definitely need some beehives. I like to have around 4 or 5 at least. But you got to find them in the world, man. You can't do any breeding with them or anything like that. So once you find them, definitely worth it to grab them and bring them back home. Let's eat another berry. Keep our food up. This last little bit of wood here. And then we'll build our little campfire thing up for cooking our meat. Need to hunt some more of the boars, too. Very, very good for having early game. A lot of boars around. Back to this. Now you can put 2 of these out here over one campfire and cook double fast. Nice, man. Nice. So with the bed, I totally forgot. Once you put it down, you have to claim it. And that way you'll respawn here whenever you die. No cooldown timer either. It's one thing in Ark, man. You got to have a couple beds because you have a cooldown timer. Grab that for some arrows. Now these things will burn and turn into charcoal. So, I mean, it's kind of good for getting charcoal. It's got a lot of extra meat and stuff instead of burning your wood. But usually happens whenever you don't want it to, you know. Grab our meat. Dropping it all over the place. Nice, man. Nice. So, what do we have out over here? Anything? I don't really see any special lands. There's some elevated terrain over there. I don't think that's a mountain, though, for a snow biome. All right, man. I'm going to go ahead, farm up some more wood around here. It is nighttime. And then we'll take a nap. We'll wake up and see where we're at in life. I need to fix the floors in here. Not sure why I can't repair them. See, I can repair that. And that. Oh, there we go. Wasn't allowing me to do the floors earlier. Might have had the wrong thing selected. So that's good there. Fix these. Look at us, man. Get everything all nice and repaired. I think we're just missing the one tile right here, which is fine. It's the one that I broke. Well, I mean, let's replace it. We're living here. Keep it looking nice. Then out here, we got fire. Okay. There was one more of these. There we go. Back to that. Go back to this. Let's repair our stuff real quick. And I'll start harvesting some wood. It's too exposed. Junior, it's inside everywhere. Do we need to close the door? Is it because of that? That's super weird. We'll just put this on top. It's going to be very, very weird, but it should kind of close it in. Well, we got the, these right here. I think that's a proper one, right? Let's go outside. What is going on here? We can't really put a wall up there. It's going to look horrible, but we can do one of the... Short wall there, short wall there. Just want to repair my stuff. Too exposed again! Same thing over here. Now? I don't know, man. That is super weird, dude. We're fully closed in. Wonder if that's a bug with building inside these little stations like this, you know? Let's build another... Oh, you know what? There's floor down over there. There's floor everywhere. There we go. Nice, man. Yeah, so you just got to click on this right here, and it'll repair all your stuff for free. We got all of our other stuff in here. We've got a hoe. That's used for... I think that's used for leveling the terrain. Possibly. We'll make one. That's where our arrows are. We got the bow here too. So let me get some stuff kind of sorted out, and we'll check out the hoe in the morning. We'll check out maybe the bow. I like using a knife, man. Kind of cool. We need some pants. Definitely need a little bit of pants. Need some more of the leather scraps. So I will see you in the morning. Dude, well, good morning. It has been a very long night. Did make a club. Had some boars attack me. But I think we got enough of the hide and stuff to actually make some pants. Double check this real quick. We do. Always need your pants, man. Just saying, man. Just saying. Put that right there. We will equip it. We are set for the day. Holy crap, dude. So, what do we have that we can make? We've got the hoe that we made in the previous day. Go out here. I think that's used just for leveling. It is. Level ground. So, makes it super simple when you're trying to build and it's so rocky. It also removes the grass. So, it's very, very nice, man. Very nice to have. And we can also raise and lower the ground later on. That kind of comes at a later stage. But it's super nice, man. Makes everything very, very flat. Mainly because it removes the grass, too. And there's only so much that it can raise or lower before you have to add some rock and stuff to be able to build it up. So, again, all that kind of comes at a different point in time. I want to get a bow made real quick so that we can get the beehive. So what are we missing for an actual bow? Double check and see. Keep some wood in our fire. Just saying. Repair our stuff. Every time you come back, man, it's always good to repair everything that you have. Oh, we need the scraps. I should have saved them. Well, can't build that right now. Haven't seen any more of the boars on this kind of like area that we're at. And I want to get a shield made soon. The wood one. Need some scraps. We can actually go into the first dungeons with just the club. It's very good against the skeletons. And then a wood shield. We got some stuff here. Let's kind of store it in our storage chest. Let's move this too. Oh, we need the crafting station to be able to build or destroy stuff. Place it right there for the moment. We'll move this. We'll move this. And that should be still covered, right? It is. Okay. For some reason on the side, it wasn't covered. Maybe because it needs to be repaired? Could be. Might be what it was. Went ahead and kind of fixed these two the way that it was whenever we moved in. So for the storage, We'll just set it over here for the moment. Get rid of all the junk that we have. Kind of clean this up some before we head out. Want to try to find some more of the stuff from the boars. We don't really need this. We can drop it. Now, the thing is with this game, everything in the world that you drop, it stays there, man. It's kind of persistent. And you can always go back later to get it. So, it kind of sucks because if you throw it here, it'll be there forever. You'll forget, you'll run by, and pick it up again. It kind of sucks, but is what it is. We can try to get the beehive without using the arrow. We're probably going to die. What we need to do is break the beehive. We gonna live? Oh, we actually lived. Interesting. Wonder if they toned down the bees, man. They used to be deadly. Trying to do it starting off with just a hatchet. Always had to make a bow. Hit them at range. Pick up the stones too. And then what do we need for the actual beehive? I think just some wood, right? Workbench and 10 wood. Let's go back to base real quick. We can actually make that. Nice, man. Nice. So the bees, you have to keep them happy. And it'll kind of produce honey over time. And when I say you got to keep the bees happy, you literally got to keep the bees happy. You'll see. You'll see. Let's grab some wood real quick. Beehive, let's put it on the roof. That way it's somewhat safe. Not exactly, but if you check the bees are happy. So, if they're not happy, they'll tell you that. And you got to have them not too close to other structures. Got to be open to the world too. Can't have them just kind of closed in. So put them there. You can attach them to the side of your base over here too. Just having them out. And then over time, it'll produce honey. It'll hold up to 4. And then you have to empty it. And you can use it for food and stuff. So on this, you get 8 health and 35 on his stamina. Right now, we'll go ahead and keep it up there. And seeing as how we don't have any of the mushrooms, we'll eat some. Doesn't last very long. You got 15 minutes. As you can see, our food is up to, or our health is up to, what about 65 probably? When it tops up. So it's not too bad. Let's try to find some boars. There's one right ahead. Get stuff together. If we can make a bow, I can farm up some of the deer off camera and get stuff ready so the next video we'll actually be able to take on the first boss. Super excited to get that done with, just to get the pick. And then we can start progressing into the Black Forest. Get some of the, I think it's brass or bronze. I think it's bronze we got to make. And that'll allow for metal tier stuff, man. Really start progressing once you get to that stage, you know. Grab some of these along the way. Oh yeah, for our skills. So right here, kind of shows you everything that we have. More stuff does open up as you get different equipment. But the bottom bar is your progress for that level. And then that one's the actual level. So for woodcutting, we're at level 15. And then whenever you die, I think it's like, is it 10% of all your skills or 10% of one individual skill? I can't remember exactly. It's been a very long time since I played. But you lose a good bit of one of your skills, man. Or some of your skills. So dying is definitely, dude, it's definitely a bad thing. How big is this island that we're on? That's the other thing, too. A lot of wood around. Now, some of the trees, too, like this one, we can't actually chop it down yet. It's too hard. So we need a metal tier axe to be able to chop it down. Now, there is ways around that. If you have a bunch of trees real close, you can chop down this one, let it fall into that one, and eventually it'll break it. And you'll get some of the wood and stuff. But you can't do too much with it until you get enough for building other things, right? Oh, mushrooms. Oh, fantastic, dude. That's kind of what I was wanting to be able to save our honey. So, mushrooms. Replace that. And they give you 15 and 15. So they're kind of like the middle ground. Now, there are some of the yellow ones we get out of the caves, which we need to start finding some of those here soon. Dude, the fog is no joke this morning. Oh, that's a Black Forest here. Super, super tough area. There's some of the creatures in there that like one-shot us. It's kind of like the Greylings, but they're called Grey Dwarfs. And dude, those guys are not friendly at all, man. But being this close to the Black Forest is a good thing. I need to find some more of the deer, or not the deer, but the boars, man. Might have to cut across and go back to the other side over there. See where we're at on the map. Let's do that. We'll go back up to base. Maybe we'll jump across to this island and see what's over there. And try to start unlocking some of the map around here. Just before we go, like I said, I really want to build the bow and test it out before we go. The crude one is definitely a crude bow, man. It is very hard to use and doesn't do too much damage. Alright, just head back to base. We are kind of on the edge of the Black Forest. Turns out it goes very far around down this side of the water. Show you right here. I looped all the way around here. Came back up, cut across, and now we're over here. So the Black Forest does kind of go from the corner of our island all down along here. So it's not too bad, man. It's good that it's a very large area. That's where we will be getting quite a bit of our metal from here pretty soon. I do got 8 of the leather scraps. Super hard to find the boars, man. Sometimes there's a ton of them, and sometimes there's actually none that you have around, you know. But eventually we'll get to where we have a lot of those. That's kind of why you can set up the farm, right? Oh, here's one more. You can do taming, set up a hide and meat farm from them. We might do that here pretty soon. I need to look up to see what the mechanics are for taming these guys, you know. Let's go ahead and eat some food. So we're out of that. We'll eat another piece of honey, and then let's do that for stamina. Put that up there for now. Got a little bit more on that. We got 9 of the scraps. I think we only need 8 for building the bow. That'll be kind of it for this video. There's another one of the boars up here. They do respawn over time, so that's kind of a cool thing. Just sometimes takes them forever. Now, the problem is getting them from this side of the water to that side without a boat yet. One shot. Nice, man. Nice. At least we're getting some good skills on the club, you know. Have been looking for some of the caves that we have to go into. The burials. Haven't seen any yet. Let's get our stamina back. We'll cut across right here. Now, all the flint that we're going to need for our arrows is found kind of by the water edge. You can just run along it and pick up quite a bit, man. Quite a bit of that for sure. Our stamina is at 112, so we shouldn't have any problem cutting across right here. We'll check on the beehive, too. It is getting towards nighttime again. The days go by so fast in games sometimes, you know? Easy to get lost in time when you're doing stuff, especially for the exploring part. It's a deer. Don't worry, buddy. I'm coming for you, man. Pretty soon here, too. Check the bees. Make sure they're still happy. Oh, it's empty. Alright. Oh, we got a piece of meat there I totally forgot about. It is now charcoal. So we got charcoal. Oh, we got coal. We got the coal pile and then a sign we can make too. So, put these on here. Let's not forget about them. Repair our stuff real quick. And then we'll make the bow. Nice, man. Nice. Make some arrows. Always use the wood ones for your hunting. It's super cheap to make. And you don't have to worry about using your flint. The flint we'll use whenever we go to do the boss fight. We good? All right. There we go. Why does it keep going down the hill here? We'll grab these 4 off. We'll take a nap. We'll go out and test out the bow on that deer that's around. Put this over here for the moment. It's very awkward. It's a stick with a piece of string. I'm just saying. Not sure where we got the string from, but is what it is. Alright, grab these last 2. Let's take a nap real quick. Close the door for safety. Just saying. Alright, so we're comfort 4. So that we have 11 minutes of rested. Helps out with our stam regen. Alright, so day 3. Progression, man, progression. How's our food? We're doing fine. Get out this. Now we can shoot the birds, too, that we see to get feathers. And there's a neck. This thing has massive drop on it. But it's always good to get your bow skills up. Especially for late game, you know. See if we can hit one of the birds. Oh, flew off. 2 deer there. Sneaky, sneaky. It's going to be like probably 2 or 3 shots with the bow. 1 shot! Fantastic, man! New parts? New foods? I like it. Tanning rack, that's part of the upgrade system, I think, for our current workbench. It'll add in durability and stuff to our current tools. And some damage as well. Kill this last one. If we can get 2 trophies, that's all that we need for the boss fight. Nice, man, nice! It must have changed that. It used to be like 2 hits with the bow. Oh, you know what? I think we get a sneak attack for the first shot. Possibly. Still need 1 more of the trophies. Let's try to kill one of the birds. We're going to need some of the feathers for making our good arrows for the boss fight. That'll all be done with the bow. It might have changed it. It used to be super hard starting out for killing stuff with the crude bow. We'll see how the first boss fight is. Kind of judge from there. They might have changed some of the base modifiers. We might have to make it a little bit harder. We'll see. We'll see. Is there any more deer around? Doesn't look like it. That's all right. I'll head inland and do some more scouting around. There was a ton just on the other side of the water. Try to get that set for the next video. We'll head out, do the first boss fight, get our stuff, make our pick, and then kind of journey into the Black Forest over there. Probably gonna die. Dude, well, not too bad of a day, man. Like I said, it's not a game for everybody, but I have a ton of fun in it. We got 500 hours, so obviously I like it a little bit. Super excited to see what else has changed, get our first boss fight out of the way, and then start doing some mining for some of the ores, get them smelted up into some metal, and work on our progression. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.